Ooh. Oh, shit.
There we go. Let that run for a second.
What's up? Hey, we're getting better.
We are better. We're getting better.
We've had a lot of practice without BW1.
Well, you got it going though. You were righting the ship today. I got off work and tried to get here as quick as possible, and I was messaging you on Instagram and you weren't messaging back, and then I showed up and didn't see your car, and I was like, oh my God, what is happening?
No, I thought you did, and then I just got here. I was rushed after work, so I thought I was going to be a little late, but I ended up earlier.
Yeah, you ended up getting here, and that's good.
In fairness, Mother Hen, aka BW1, had everything kind of just waiting and ready.
Waiting for us to hit some stuff and get it going. So yeah, hey, well, no, there it is. Like you said, no Bandwagon Boy 1. He is hunting again? Filming? Is he filming something? He's filming something, hunting.
He's perhaps a combination of both. I know he's hunting again.
I know he tells us stuff, and I know like it's kind of the similar thing when I tell you guys stuff and we just kind of hear it but don't hear it. Yeah, let's go into these. Crack me if you got him. Crack me if you got him.
Tis the season.
I don't know where exactly he is. He's hunting. He's doing something, but he'll be back for the Monday nighter. Until then, we're going to throw it down, and we're throwing it down on Thursday early too.
Yeah. We had
just kind of nice.
We pushed just because conflict here. When Daddy's not here, like we said, me and Ants just do what we want.
We do it.
And honestly, maybe Wednesdays are a shitty day for us. Here was what I knew would happen though. No trades were going to happen on Thursday because we pushed our show.
Yep.
And 'tis tradition for the Cowboys, if they are going to make a move, they do it the day after we do our week.
Yeah,
our
so
main
it's
event.
happen tomorrow.
So tomorrow is when everyone should be checking their phones, looking for updates. That's when the Cowboys will make a trade. I'm not saying it's going to be blockbuster, but...
Hey, we got someone in chat, Mike Fitzgerald from Guadalajara, Mexico.
Mike, how you doing?
That's cool.
Hola.
Oh.
Hola. Como estás?
Someone's been using his, what's the speak
Duolingo.
app? Duolingo.
No, Mike.
You've completed 100% of your challenges this week.
Appreciate it. If you, and we love you guys throwing out your comments here in chat, so make sure you keep that up. And we are only weeks away. I mean, we were kind of just touching on this, but I'm too excited not to bring it up again. We're only a couple weeks. I'm going to say 2 weeks. Basically, it might be closer to 3 from our Vegas trip, and it's going to be a dandy.
Well, until we fly the 16th. So yeah,
I mean, it's
like 16, 17 days. 17 days?
Yeah, it's in the hat, whatever. But it's closer to 2 weeks, I think. So, but that's going to be exciting. And
Vegas, down for Allegiant Stadium.
Allegiant Stadium,
that's a new stadium to check off the board, which is nice. It's always exciting to go to a new stadium, and I mean it's Vegas. Vegas has that allure, guys trip. There's the Bandwagon Boys and Aunt Bess heading down. Yeah, kind of got that. It's just got a little bit more flavor to it than say we're going to Minnesota.
Yeah, and it's
right.
Exactly, and it's a hub. So I think there's going to be a lot of people there. We're excited to meet y'all. Maybe crack a couple cold ones. You'll find us kind of like a Where's Waldo. You're going to have to go to the $3 or under hot dog plus beer shops. We're probably going to make a couple stops at a few of those. So.
Oh man, I got a spot for you guys. I got it. Stage Casino door. Best deal in Vegas. $3 Budweiser and Frankfurt. It's great. But yeah, Thursday, and obviously I wasn't here for the game on Sunday. I was kind of in and out of sleep watching the live stream and watching the Cowboys game. I mean, especially after what was happening.
Yeah.
But I think we got to touch base about the Denver game a little bit here.
Well, why don't you give us your thoughts? Because, and I can give mine too. I wasn't technically here either. Clayton was in the building.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Keeping with the tradition of
Clayton
0-4. Clayton is 0-4.
Doesn't surprise me.
So hopefully that breaks soon. But I'll give my quick thoughts here. Like, the problem is the offense should be allowed to stutter, because you can't just expect them to be 100% all the time. I mean, that would be lovely. And I mean, let's be honest, we all do. But the reality is the defense needs to step up at some point to help the offense out. I think it was kind of a really lackluster game, just really impacted by a defense that is showing why they are the bottom of the barrel. And nothing against that Denver offense. I'd be very excited with what they have. And in Bo Nix, that's a I'd be pretty excited with him as my
And
quarterback.
RJ Harvey, the 3
And
touchdowns.
RJ Harvey just looked
pretty good.
I hope that's RJ Harvey's breakout and he keeps like racking up some
so that we don't feel
exactly, and it's not just a one
a one-offer.
one-off game. But end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's a loss. It's a game that I expected the Cowboys to lose, so perhaps I feel a little bit better about that.
You went into it with a little bit of restraint.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I honestly, as we were getting to that game and how the Cowboys offense has been playing, it's like, I think we can outscore this team. And then they just were not able to put it together enough times, and so
expecting a shootout, right? Like I was expecting a shootout, and it didn't happen. The Cowboys offense stuttered, and like you said, it's not. I don't think it's fair to expect the Cowboys offense to put up 40 points a game, but the reality is, if they want to win,
they have to.
They have to, and that's why there was moments when I was watching the live stream, and you guys were getting pissed when the defense was getting lit up, and it's like, this is just the reality of the team. And I kind of made amends with that in the Chicago game, that if the offense doesn't score every drive, I can't get mad when the defense gives up points because I'm expecting it. I'm honestly, every time the defense is on the field, I'm expecting a 40-yard completion.
Something's going to happen. You're getting to the red zone, and then you're hoping for 3 points on every Cowboys drive. So just do the math. However many drives they get times 3, that's the minimum the offense. And in fairness, that offense scored 24 points.
That's not nothing.
There's a lot of NFL teams who can win football games with that. That would have tied us in week 1. That would have, we can go through a list of the last few years or teams that played.
Could probably go through the games last week and see how many teams how many teams won with 24 points. There's probably quite a few.
And if it was closer, let's say it was 24-27, it does change your play calling, your flow. I mean, if you're down 14 points and if you're down by 3 points, it's going to change how aggressive you might be on certain plays. Still probably more aggressive than not. But anyways, it was an upsetting loss, but it was one that I expected. And I think
it was the telling point for me. It's like this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling, as Cowboys fans, this is the craziest thing. I went through last night and started going years that I remembered the defense being very bad and going back and looking at what their points per game were.
Yeah. Like Cowboys.
So points per game against them. So the last really bad Cowboys defense that I can remember was 2020. Their points per game against them was 27.7. This Cowboys defense is 31.3.
It's disgusting.
It's literally this Cowboys defense that they're fielding have the worst points against per game of any Dallas Cowboys defense in history.
Yeah.
It is the worst. It's on pace to be the worst Dallas Cowboys defense of all time.
Well, thank goodness for the Bengals defense this year.
Right?
Being the worst. Because with that data, though, are we on pace for having 2 of the worst NFL defenses in 2025?
For sure. Yes.
Two top 5 worst of all-time NFL defenses just this year.
Yeah.
The Cowboys.
We are, because that's funny that you said that, because I took the Cowboys 31.3 and put it into the list of the top 5, and they were 5th. I didn't check any other teams. So you're saying the Bengals even have a worse.
Bengals are even worse, so it's like a battle of,
there is,
of these 2 teams.
And that's historical, man. And I think the Cowboys defense is going to keep on pace to being the worst one that we've watched.
I looked at the stats, and there's a lot of real handy, fun stat things that StatJ likes to get into. But you can look at, okay, what I'm looking for in the offense and defense is like perfect time. Let's rate the first 4 weeks versus the last 4 weeks and see, was there improvement? Offense, yeah, we saw a lot of really good improvements, or at least like they were already performing very high and they're keeping the same stats, right? So it's like, okay, that's great. Defense, I don't think there was one person. Well, actually, there was a handful of stats that obviously don't make enough impact. But overall, the Cowboys defense is actually getting worse.
It is.
When you compare the first 4 weeks to the next 4 weeks.
Dude.
Rushing is everything's down. Success rates are up for the opposing team. It's
Broncos
disgusting.
game, man, every time Bo Nix dropped back and threw a ball, the wide receiver was open by 5 yards. I think the only time that the Cowboys got lucky and forced a turnover, or sorry, not a turnover, but a turnover on downs, was because the Broncos player just didn't catch the ball.
Yeah.
There was no good plays by the Cowboys defense. There was the interception on the first drive, and then it was just like a fucking track meet, man. And it was tough to watch. And I'm glad I wasn't in studio. I'm actually happy I wasn't in studio. I think it was easier not having to like figure it out in my brain while people were watching me try to figure it out. Like, I think I had time to just be like, this defense is literal dog shit.
And
that's how I'm going to go into every game going forward, is this defense is literal dog shit.
And look, everyone can see, and the coaching staff can say, like, I love Schottenheimer, but if he tells me, yes, we need to improve our defense one more time, and nothing happens, then like, what does that tell you? It's kind of like
you need action. I need action.
You need action. It's what politicians
empty promises.
do.
Empty promises.
Don't worry. In 10 years, we're gonna give you this. Okay.
I know. I know we're not doing great, but they'll get better. It's like, no, that's not an answer. I want to see this team that just gave up 44 fucking points against the Denver Broncos. I want to go see them limit a Arizona Cardinals offense that's been pretty spotty this year at best.
Yeah.
I want to see them limit them to under 20 points.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck that they're a bad team. I want to see the bad team not put up points now.
Well, that's funny. We'll get into that game, but yeah, once you see some of the stats of the Arizona Cardinals, I believe the rushing leader on the Arizona Cardinals is Kyler Murray of 127 rush yards. So putting that in perspective, 20 points is like, I think being on any other team, you'd be like, oh, you're giving the Cardinals 20 points? Are you kidding me? Like, I'd be like 17, 14, like.
And here we'll cheer.
And here we're going to be happy.
We're going to be stoked
if we see that.
It's just, it's been tough. This has been a tough defense to watch. And you're going to keep hearing about it. And we've talked about it. There is some players coming back. But I think it's unfair to expect the players that we're getting in the Savon Revel and the DeMarvian Overshown. I think it's unfair to expect them to be the ones that fix this defense, because it shouldn't be their jobs to be the ones to fix this broken defense.
No, the only time that I think that's fair is when you draft, say, a top 5 talent outside of quarterbacks even, like, I don't even like that they do this with quarterbacks. But when you draft one of those top 5, top 10 talents, depending the year, in the first round, outside of QBs, those are guys who I think you're like kind of expecting.
Well, you hope
we want an impact, but you're not going to walk on the team and be the leader.
I don't know if there's just not a single. There's not a single player good enough in the NFL to help this defense. One single player.
No.
There's like, okay, let's.
And Jerry Jones did say that.
He did say this. He said, I don't think we're one player away. Would have Micah Parsons helped on this defense? Of course he would have. But this defense was still in the situation they're in right now, getting lit up with Micah Parsons on the team.
Yeah. We probably see a lot more sacks, so that would be more exciting. But from the difference between Micah Parsons being on this line and what he can contribute, and it's a hell of a lot, don't get me wrong, versus what the Cowboys need, it wouldn't be enough, I don't think. And, then you add in the factor of the cap space, and we're in a place where the Dallas Cowboys aren't spending cap right now, but what kind of handcuff would that be? If we find out, put it this way, if Micah Parsons is on this team eating up that $45 million, and we have one more win, or our defense is 26th ranked.
Yeah.
We might, actually, 26th, I might be a little more excited about making the playoffs at that point. But at the end of the day, still, like, now you're not really going to be improving. Be able to improve. You got to rely on the guys that we have and draft picks coming up that we have, and we wouldn't have those 2 first rounders. So it is what it is.
All right. Well, you got an article that we're going to bring up here, AJ, and
well, it's just kind of pretty. I want to fan the flame.
Yeah, let's fan the flame and talk about something fun. You brought up an article saying, would the Dallas Cowboys consider trading George Pickens at NFL trade deadline? And this is something I just saw brought up on Reddit yesterday. I had seen someone post about it, and I kind of just scoffed at it because
I think
that's that's completely conceding. If anything, I think they're going to try to
improve.
yeah, if anything, I believe they might tag George Pickens at the end of the season to try to keep him.
Funny enough, most of the people out there are sane, and thank God for that, because our boy Kelly K9 put out there, and he wasn't saying he wants to trade George Pickens. He was saying if we're not going to sign him, or if he's basically going to be at the end of this season walk away from the Dallas Cowboys, I wouldn't mind if we went and got another first round
trying to get something for him right now to a team that's like AFC team or even an NFC team at this point, because it's like the NFC's clogged up at the top right now. A lot of teams with similar records trying to get that player that might put them over the top.
Now, I don't think any team's going to give for a half-season rental a first-round pick. But he was making a very specific argument, and I agree with him in that. Like, I'm like, oh, absolutely. Like, if we're not going to sign him or franchise him, Jerry came out and said that, nope, not in the cards, not going to happen. Then it's like, yeah. Like,
what's the point of hanging on to him?
It would suck because he's super exciting to watch, and we need some excitement this season.
And he's been, let's be honest, George Pickens been our favorite player.
So, oh man, he's amazing.
Just like his sound bites and just his play, he's been an exciting player.
Here's the problem. CeeDee Lamb, it's like, yeah, CeeDee, we expect you to get 100 yards a game.
Every time.
You know what I mean? So when he does it, it's not exciting.
It's like it's 100 yards. When Pickens gets in, he's jumping people. And
I think the biggest thing with Pickens, though, that might be a little different than what we see with CeeDee is a lot of Pickens, especially if you look back in the maybe last 2 weeks here, a lot of his passes have been like, a big move after, or a sideline catch, or something that's like
great body control stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like insane body control. Actually, AJ, I'm putting you on the spot here, but I sent
in Instagram.
Yeah, go to it'll be easier if you go to the page called DLLS. There's a George Pickens clip that I just thought I watched it. Yeah, this DLS_sports, and then just scroll down and look for one with Pickens in it. Yeah, bottom left here.
Okay.
This one here.
Give me a sec, because it's going to...
And I like this. This is after the loss. And our biggest reservations with Pickens was that he might not be like a good locker room guy and not be that guy that you trust. But it's like, I see shit like this, and it's like, you got to keep this guy on the team.
The sun gonna rise the next day. And it's going to be another day after that, and then another day after that. Then you got another game. So you definitely can't sit and pout on it, or else you're going to lose. You see what I mean? So we definitely have another opportunity, and then when we get that chance, we definitely got to execute.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the best fucking way to look at shit.
I know. Well, you can't. Here's the beautiful thing about football or a lot of sports. I think soccer or European football might be the only one that where scoring matters. You could lose by 40 points or 1 point. It's a loss is a loss. It's the same on the record. So the attitude is like, yeah, that sucked. You got a week to come around. Luckily, we're playing the Cardinals. It's not like we're going in to play, say, the Eagles, which we will be facing shortly.
A couple weeks, yeah.
Or Detroit. These teams that are really going to give us a run for our money. I've seen Pickens really act like he wants to be a leader of this team. That's exciting, because don't get me wrong, CeeDee Lamb, he's our dog. If we're going to actually have to place guys, he's the number one.
Yes.
But if he doesn't want to be that vocal piece and he just wants to show what he does on the field, and Pickens is more of that go around, give high fives to guy, hey, let's pump, like get people pumped up. That's what I'm seeing in the small amount of time, the clips, like the 6 second, 10-second clips. That's a huge thing, especially with a guy who plays this well. Teams will sometimes just sign a dude because he's got that in him.
He's got that. He's a glue guy.
A glue guy.
Not only just a glue guy, but like an exceptional football player.
Yeah, and so if that's what we're going to be getting out of Pickens, plus he can play football, I like it. I think we're all in agreement, though, with first of all, just to wrap up the GP3 trade, no one in Cowboys Nation, at least all the sane ones, I don't know if Hank 2.0 out there maybe wants to trade him.
He would have just been talking something about Dak Prescott.
Trade Dak Prescott, blah, blah. But I don't see any movement happening. But I do think at the very least we are going to see the franchise tag on him if they can't work it out with a contract. But
give me another year with Pickens.
at least another year. Here's the other thing that I heard that I really liked is just signing a little 2 or 3 year extension with him.
Yeah.
Nothing wild. $24 million each year or something like that. Like, so, the other argument, and we can continue with trade talk here if there's anything else on your mind. But the other argument is like, well, the salary cap, and there's a great breakdown by I believe it was Locked On, or maybe it wasn't Locked On.
Locked On's good. I was listening to them on the way over.
I think I misquoted. Locked On is great. It's another guy and
Blogging.
I won't be able to find him, but he's a dude, and I really like him.
He's a dude. Talks Cowboys.
But he broke down that the Cowboys will if they make certain moves, and these are probable moves, like with extensions and kicking the can down the road type of thing, the Cowboys will have roughly between 100 to 150 million in salary cap. So
I can't remember the last time the Cowboys have had any type of cap like that.
My idea would be, okay, let's
get rid of fucking Diggs. He gone.
Hooker. Steele.
Yeah, Steele and Diggs. Peace.
Gone. Yep. Piece him out, unfortunately.
The only thing with getting rid of Steele, you know what happens? We automatically use one of our first
round picks
to get a Tyler at right tackle.
We got two,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not wrong.
And the Cowboys, love them or hate the front office, they have been fairly successful with bringing guys on to play offensive line, at least. Like, so we can be comfortable with that. But taking about, say, anywhere from 25 to, so basically 20, if we look at the low side of 100 million, 25 to 33 million, investing that into offense, and we don't have a lot of things to cover in offense, luckily, and then taking the rest of it and pumping it all into defense.
Right into the defense. Right into the defensive gullet.
And that might mean signing a couple big names in the offseason.
Yeah, it can't be these. This is the issue. The Cowboys.
It can't be the 10th guy on the list of free agents.
Well, this is the problem. The Cowboys took all these, and we weren't against it at the time, but the Cowboys took all these and traded for some of them, these first round picks. Elam, Murray Jr., Sanborn. I mean, he wasn't a first round pick, but they tried to get these
high picks.
These guys that didn't didn't work out at other teams, and expected them to come to Dallas and just work out. And it's a shame because during camp, Elam was looking good. Murray you were getting all these great news articles coming out about these guys, and then the games start, and it's like we just don't got them. And you have to go out there and get tried and true veterans in free agency. And the Dallas Cowboys, that's been their biggest non-existent thing in the since we've been doing the show. Name a time that they've went out there and gotten a free agent that we're like, oh my God, that's going to help the team. Like Pickens was a trade, right? So you can't even talk about that. Like a free agent that was on the market that they went out and signed that we were excited about, and then that ended up helping the team. Fowler Jr., they brought back this year. He's been pretty fucking quiet.
Pretty quiet. Again, I think we were just excited, and maybe there was a handful of other people, just because we're like, oh, this guy's got some good production. Welcome back. But yeah, he ends up being just a guy, and there's nothing wrong with being just a guy in the NFL.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're going to be a rich guy.
Getting a bunch of dudes who are average or on the plus side of average. You're not like average, but like, you're barely hanging on. I think Fowler's that type of guy. He's a plus size average player. Always should be looking to improve, but hey, in a pinch, Hoffman's another type of guy. He's a plus size. He's a plus average backup. He's probably on the higher side of the average guys. But with the Cowboys, he performs, and he's a dude who we definitely, as long as he's going to keep doing what he's doing, he's going to be a perennial, second stringer on the Cowboys team.
Here, let me get a couple chats here. BPG was in there. He had to bounce. One of his buddies his parent had a heart attack, so he couldn't hang out. BPG, love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
Conversations, living room with RJ. RJ's been smacking around. Mike Fitzgerald from Guadalajara has been chilling. But we got Angry Brady Dog. I think the Cowboys will win, but it'll be a close one because both teams have bad defenses, and it'll come down to whoever has the best offense.
Yeah.
And then DDL Maruch _23. If we were away, maybe it would work, and be close, but we are home, so come on, we should know better. We put 40+ at home this season in every game. So
yeah.
That's been the tail of the tape. Home and away. The Cowboys have been good at home, and they've been terrible away. They lost in Carolina. They lost in Denver. They lost in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Where else did they lost in Chicago?
Yeah, well,
all four losses have been away games.
And the Giants game, Cowboys put up a 40 burger and lost. That's a
Giants game. They won that.
But defense still played like shit.
Yeah, they still put up 40.
Yeah,
they still put up 4 or had 40 put up on them.
Yeah, tie versus Green Bay. Commanders destroyed. Look, everybody on the beginning of the season. And let's get into the Cardinals now. Everyone in the beginning of the season had the Arizona Cardinals game as a W for the Cowboys. I don't know
the only thing. Kyler Murray's never lost in his whole career. Played in Texas in high school. Played a bunch in Texas in university. Has never lost at AT&T Stadium.
It's in the air.
Anytime he's ever played there in the NFL, has never lost there.
Well, I don't know. I'm not.
It's like this Denver thing. We haven't beat Denver Broncos in fucking 85 years, it feels like. The Dallas Cowboys have never beat, or not even the Dallas Cowboys, anybody in the history of the world has ever defeated Kyler Murray while playing at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, and I think he's 9-0.
Something something like that.
That's what
because he like in high school he'd play championship games and playoffs, and then college you have bowl games, but he's always won at AT&T Stadium.
Well, that's an interesting caveat because we know how the Cowboys like to hold on to traditions, right? Yeah. So this might be one of them.
How crazy will it be going into the bye week at 500? Nobody would have said saying that you have a bye week 10, and to be 500, 4-4-1, to be completely 500. Going into a week 10 bye.
If you bet that,
that's fucking crazy. Crack me if you got him. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, well, this is what we're running into now. 3-4-1 Cowboys. Before we get into this, I just reminded myself, we break down these next few weeks here. We got the Cardinals coming up, which we'll talk about. Bye week for the Cowboys. Vegas, then they play Eagles.
Which we will be in attendance in Vegas. Can't wait.
Vegas, yes. And then we are also in attendance for the Chiefs in the following 2 weeks. But this is interesting. If the Cowboys can pull off a win against the Cardinals and then also in Vegas, which if I'm flipping a coin, I'm probably got a little bit weight on the yes side for a victory. That puts the Cowboys at 5-4-1. If the Eagles, who are coming up against two harder opponents, can't remember who they are, doesn't matter. But if they lose those next two games, then that game versus the Eagles versus Cowboys on November 23rd will be for the first place in the NFC East.
I'll let you know. Let me get the Eagles' next two opponents.
I'm doing some, Cowboys
mid-league math or mid-season math. So the Eagles play Packers, Lions.
Exactly. So I think both of those games could be they're not 50-50 coin flips, in my opinion. Lions.
So the Eagles are what right now? 6-2?
5-2. No. Let me look.
I think they're 6-2.
Right,
they're 6-2.
Yes. So they would lose 2.
They'd be 6-4.
We would be 5-4-1. If
4-4-1.
Sorry. No.
5-4-1. Yeah, right. Games, oh, yeah, you're right.
6-4-1 versus 6-5. We move into first place, bitch.
I like the timeline you're living in. I do, because you make sense. Like, it looks like if there's any
sense by that week.
If there's any two games the Eagles are going to lose, they play the Packers in Green Bay on Monday night. That's not this Monday night because they got a bye week. November 10th. Yep. And then the Lions again on a night game. Oh, we're gonna be in Vegas for that game.
Perfect.
So we'll be able to watch that Sunday nighter in Vegas.
And here's the fun thing about
That's fun.
Here's the fun thing. Cowboys need to win this week against Cardinals, and then next week we have the bye week. So if Eagles come back and lose, it's setting up for a really exciting.
That's fun. That's fun.
11.
So we need the Eagles to lose their next two, and we need to win our next two.
Yeah, but if we win and Eagles lose next week,
we're laughing.
It's still
pretty.
The timeline's still
intact. Is this where we gain?
It's wild to think
that there's a chance that the Cowboys can still gain on the Eagles.
Yeah. We're not out of it.
Wow. Yeah, no.
Now, we're
not out of it, no.
The
Hopium a bit, but...
Commanders are the ones, if they go on a winning streak, then they'll take it all. But I don't see them
they don't
doing
look very good right now.
Okay, sorry. Week 9, though. Let's focus. Come on.
I know, but we sometimes do that.
I think it was fun. It was nice to go down that little road. And sometimes you got to breathe that into reality, you know? So let's get everyone thinking about that, and it's going to happen. Week 9, Dallas Cowboys, the 3-4-1 Dallas Cowboys are hosting the Arizona Cardinals in AT&T, like you just mentioned, with Kyler Murray, who's never lost there, and they're 2-5. So off the bat, you're thinking, yeah, we should be winning this game.
But these are the ones that scare me.
Always.
They fucking scare me, these types of games.
Real quick look at the PFF rankings compared week to week. We're down all over. Offense is still a top 6 team. They dropped down from 4th. I mean, Cowboys defense just whatever it is, what it is, and we're holding on overall just sub of the midway point of the 15th, 16th rank. We're 18th ranked overall with PFF rankings.
I hate doing like the what if scenario stuff, but like if this defense just wasn't so fucking bad.
We said if they were 60 or 59, 58, just something better than bottom of the barrel. Because there's a big drop-off where the Cowboys and Bengals are than where the next 5 teams are.
It's just, it sucks. It just reminds me of the Tony Romo years where Romo went 8-8 3 years in a row, and it's like the dude had a defense. They're a Super Bowl contending team.
Do you think Ohio State could score against this Dallas Cowboys defense?
Easily. I was texting with my buddy Rob, like you know more. I was texting with Morv. I was like, I think the top college team would, the top college offense versus the Dallas Cowboys defense. I'm taking the top college offense every time.
Yeah, I think they'd smack them.
I think they'd fucking smack them. I honestly do.
Okay, hey, but let's look through. Oh, well, you can't really see it. Doesn't matter. We're not going to go through. We'll just read it. That says rose-colored defense, and I put a little rose effect here because you know when you wear those rose-colored
I wonder if I
glasses?
could do this. Watch this move.
Oh, grab the. Oh no! Double click it.
Up here? Oops.
Just double click. Oh no! You got to do the preview mode.
Oh, down here. Studio mode?
I don't know where this preview mode is. Oh yeah. There you go. Now.
And now over here?
I think so. Yeah. Preview. No.
Oh. Where?
No, you are on it. You're on the right one.
Okay. What am I doing then?
So go back to doing what you were doing. See, you extended it.
Yeah.
No, you extended it, but what we need it to do, go back down to the original size so it's in the window.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe double click it or something. We just need to open the frame, basically.
I know.
Right click. Anyway.
Preview scaling?
No, scaling is what you were doing.
We need to God damn it. We don't know how to do it.
This is riveting, but
I don't know.
You know what? Let's just leave it.
Yeah, okay.
It's good enough. It's good enough.
We tried.
Yeah, get off that. Okay.
Rose-colored
defense.
The
rose-colored defense. What I'm trying to do here is just let's look at least 3 positive things here from the defense. Because like I said...
So this is you trying to trick us into thinking it's not as bad as it is?
Or just to be excited about specific players. And the first one being our boy here, D-Easy. He is ranked 10th for win rate amongst edges over the last 4 weeks with 18.7%. Wow. That's really high.
That is.
No, not getting the sacks, but he's getting there. He's getting in there.
Yeah, and you know what? And that'll come.
And he's up from 19th through the first 4 weeks. So what we've really noticed, or what I'm noticing with these stats, is the defensive side of the ball starts really hot. And now we're starting to see the averages come down to a much more reasonable rate. So, for example, 16.7 in the first 4 weeks was 19th, but only up 2% to 18.7. He's in 10th. So,
That's
you can see
improvement.
Number one, it's improvement, but also offenses are starting to read defenses more, know how to play against defenses more. So, It's great to see that during that time where offenses are getting stronger, he's improving. Easy. Next is Not So Bland has the 7th highest PFF coverage grade amongst defensive backs.
And one thing I did notice last week, they didn't throw at him.
No.
They were just throwing at Bridges and whoever the fuck else was on the other side.
Yeah, he's becoming...
They left Deron Bland alone.
He's a really good cornerback. Now, maybe because that there's weaker guys on the team, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're seeing him perform well. 78.6 ranking over the last 3 weeks, and he's up from 35th for the first 4 weeks, where he was 69.8.
So he's balling out. He's playing as a top 10 cornerback right now.
He's at least locking down his position here. And finally, you can't really see. Oh yeah, you can just slide that right there. Perfect. Missed tackle rate over the last 3 weeks. Our linebackers, and will this make enough of a difference moving forward that they continue this? TBD. But Shamar James has a 0% missed tackle rate. Kenneth Murray Jr. has 4.3. That's over the last 3 weeks. The first 5 weeks, James had a 5.3, which is still really great, but he's even gotten better. Murray had an 11.4 missed tackle rate. So both these guys are getting better. Is it because Shamar James' snap count has gone up, and now he's replaced Sanborn and basically Clark? And Clark and Leofau still are playing, but they're more like... secondary pieces coming in just to relieve.
Yeah, just getting you, and even Leofau. Did you say Leofau?
I said Leofau, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Leofau, he's got really, I think he's 33% or something missed tackle rate.
That's not good.
It's not good, but he's got...
It's like every second tackle, third tackle you're missing.
That's something he could fix, but he also has the excitement of, he could cause a turnover.
He's
weigh
that punch.
It's the same question of, would you take a quarterback who... throws 5 touchdowns but 2 interceptions a game? It's like...
Well, I'll ask you, if say you're in a game and you have 10 opportunities to make a tackle, right? Would you rather the one guy that might miss 3 of those tackles, but one of the tackles could be a turnover?
Yeah.
Or the guy that's going to make 9 of the 10 tackles?
But no turnover.
I mean, on this defense, I'm probably taking the turnover guy every time.
Yeah.
I need that splash.
But if that's what you're bringing him in for, and he's not the main piece, you can make by with that.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, look, doesn't matter. It's still the 33rd, 32nd, 31st ranked defense.
The worst, according to PFF, 47%, the worst defense rated by PFF.
It's disgusting. The only stat that I think, the Bengals have worst yards against per game. But
and that's
by a small amount.
And my thing is, I'd like to see, maybe I'll just do this at home, but I want to now look at the Bengals points per game. Because that's, to me, points per game to me is the number one most telling.
Yeah, well, let me pull that up right now.
Points per game against is the most telling defensive stat. Because that's just how often you're watching a team get scored on. And dude, there was times I thought there was bad defenses. Then when I went back and looked at them on the Cowboys, and they had 18.6 points scored a game. I'm like, that's not even bad. I would fucking kill somebody right now for the Cowboys defense.
Like when you were looking at
years prior,
defense you thought were bad.
Yeah, and I'm like, I would fucking love to have a defense that's only giving up 18 points a game.
So here you go. It's a little small, and I apologize, but it's the way that these guys format their tables. You can't really. This is ESPN. You've got the Bengals there with 31.6, and the Cowboys with 31.3.
So yeah,
and then the Ravens were 30.
Two of the worst, on pace to be two top 10 worst defenses as per the points per game metric. Which is wild.
In all honesty, there's no difference. It's a paper thin margin between these guys when you look at it. And look, it's a race to who is the 5th. The other one's the 6th worst, but you're not top 5 worst defenses.
One of these. Okay, well, that makes me feel a bit better about the Cowboys, I guess, right now.
Here we go. Touch and tips. Another historical matchup here between the Cardinals and Cowboys over or almost 90 or, I don't know, close to 100 games. 56-35-1 for the Dallas Cowboys. So, look. Let's keep that tradition going. Tied on turnovers. Both have -1. 2 picks last week, was it?
Yeah, 2 picks. Yeah,
so that
Dak
kind
threw
of
2 picks.
Effed our turnovers. Otherwise, we would have been...
they were at 0, and then Dak had the 2 picks, but they got the 1 interception. So we're back in the minuses.
Back in the minuses.
Which isn't terrible. I'm like -1 tied for 16th, which is with the Cardinals.
It's right in the middle.
That's not bad. Like you're still getting opportunities, and that's because, again, the offense has been pretty good with not giving the ball up.
But also, 100%. Dak had a nice string of 4 games there, and he's going to go back on that roll. We know that's going to happen. Points scored per game, 30.8 for the Cowboys, second place. 21.9 for the Cardinals, 19th place. Points against, we just looked, 31.3, 31st. And the Cardinals, 22.0. So Cardinals are like...
So 22, and that gets you 13th.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That just seems so unfair to have a team...
Because
the Cardinals, you look at this stuff, they are the legitimate middle of the pack team right now.
They are.
Looking at these 3 metrics.
Yeah. They're a little bit better on defense. They're weak on offense. And really, like 70% of the team is like all within a very close margin. It's the top 5% or the top 5 and the bottom 5 that kind of
tilt it.
Yeah. So we're coming up against a very beatable football team.
I also see these fucks beating us.
Yeah, and this was for Bandwagon Boy too, because he requested to
this is good.
Season leaders.
But I like this.
Bring this up so we can
This is a good one. This is a good addition. I like the work you're doing with these slides, AJ.
We got to get us through this a little faster, but also
I know what you're saying. Like kick it through a bit. Like we're not
like jumping from page to page.
But this is still, it gives a nice visual. It's very put together nicely.
Well, I'll read it off real quick here. Of course, Dak Prescott is the passing leader, 2,069 yards.
Hey-o.
Nice. Kyler Murray only 962 yards. How many games has he been injured?
I think he's been out a couple. He's been out a few, and they've had their bye week.
Well, he's got 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in a very small amount of time. Rushing yards, Kyler Murray for the Cardinals, 173 yards, and then of course Williams here, 633 yards. I think that's good enough for top 5 right now in the NFL. A couple of guys are really breaking away. Taylor is just like running away.
Guys having, you don't see very many MVP seasons from other than quarterbacks. The guy's he's putting up a case. If he can continue the pace he's on, his touchdowns will be insane.
30, I think he's on pace.
That's what I mean. Like
you got to give it to
wild
him in that case.
Yeah, you have to.
Receiving yards, we got to watch out for this tight end in Trey McBride.
Yeah, and it's interesting enough, the Cardinals have Marvin Harrison Jr., but the guy that's their kind of possession dude is Trey McBride. He doesn't get a lot of touchdowns, but he's constantly getting receptions.
I think you can kind of look at what that means about the team, right? Murray's checking down all the time. Also, though, I think McBride was like an equivalent of like a top 12 just receiver overall. So he's kind of replacing the who's the guy in San Francisco?
Kittle?
The Kittles, the Kelseys. He's kind of the guy he's the next one up in the receiver, the tight end who's like an equivalent of a wide receiver, basically.
Yeah, and he's doing it. I mean, they have, and that's the craziest thing. I just don't understand how Marvin Harrison, and I'm fully expecting Marvin Harrison Jr. to have like
couple touchdowns,
a fucking just career game against the Cowboys. I really am.
Marvin Harrison can have 2 touchdowns. Just that'll be it.
That's it for their whole offense.
George Pickens, 685 yards, leading the team. Obviously, we saw Cedarius or C. DeLeon out.
C. DeLorean
out for, was it 2 games?
He was out
3 games.
3 games, yeah.
Because I don't count the one where he came in and ran a play. Jay Sweat on linebacker for the Cardinals has 5 sacks, and unfortunately, Jay Houston has those 3.5 sacks, which I think we were excited about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't even remember anyone sacking a quarterback in the last couple games. They definitely didn't sack anyone.
Easy had one maybe it was
2 weeks ago. But last week, I don't remember. I don't think Bo Nix got sacked a single time.
Well, if he did, it wasn't at any point in time where it was crucial.
Where it mattered. Yeah.
And finally, tackles here. We got Murray Jr. for the Cowboys, 58, and M. Wilson Sr., 53. So, none of those really stand out as anything incredible except for, I guess, the Cowboys offense.
AJ, I gotta bring this up to you and just see what you think, because I'm kind of leaning to this here a bit with Conversations Living Room with RJ. Dak isn't an MVP candidate. Need to stop dreaming on that. I think that was one of those games against Denver, and I hate to go back. I just want to quickly touch on it.
This is the time.
That if he wanted to keep his MVP campaign going, he needed another pretty flawless game.
Right now, absolutely. Here's the thing. If Dak comes back, and how many more games we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 games. If he plays like he did for 8 of those 10 games, he's going to keep popping up in the conversation. And it's going to really come down to those last, say, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, if he can stay in a top 10 and then versus the Chargers, Commanders, and Giants just haven't
and get the Cowboys back into playoff contention.
Playoffs. It all comes down to that. We're kind of in a murky zone right now because I think we saw the hot starts for guys. It doesn't help. I don't think Dak's off his hot start. He had one bad game.
Yeah.
And right now, he's 100% not in the contention.
No, I think it knocked him down a bit.
But I don't think
he's completely out.
Oh, no, not at all. Like
you can be broken down, but
he's got the stats. That's the thing.
Yeah, he can build.
He's got the stats. He has another run of 3.5 touchdowns per game, and you've got him right back up.
Especially against, it has to be against high competition.
Oh, yeah. If he plays well against the Lions, Eagles, Chiefs, and Lions, actually, plays well against those teams just because of the names, really.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
That's what you need. You need those games.
Exactly. Then I think we're right back in where we were. Now, in fairness, I don't know that Dak was in my heart, he's always number one. But I don't know that he was ever considered the number one guy at any week-to-week point.
No.
Number 2, definitely.
Stafford was still up there.
Stafford
had a big record.
But let's look at that. Like, not to keep dragging this on, but let's look at that. Like, where is Stafford now? Has he cooled off a little too? Where is
I think they just had their bye.
They had their bye, so that's
his last game he had 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, so there you go.
So he's still it's to be determined.
Who's the Tampa Bay QB again?
Baker Mayfield.
Like, he's another guy who was like a contender there. I don't know. I still think like
there's still a lot of football.
It's too much football, and it's hard to call right now.
I agree with you.
And if you think he's not, no, just kidding.
Agree with us. AJ, I gotta piss.
Yeah, go for it. I'll read. Read it out. I'll read a couple more chats here. Hang on. Forever DC says you know nothing about Dak or this team. Don't know who that comment is to. Maybe it's for 2 conversations living room with RJ and RJ, or maybe it's with directed towards us. It's Cowboys Nation. Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, and maybe I'm just not looking for it, it's not in my algo, I'm not seeing a lot of that Dak hate anymore. I mean, of course, the regular players out there are hating on our boy Dak, but I don't know that I'm seeing it as like a common trend as much this year as it maybe last year. And Mike Fitzgerald, Dak, like Tony Ono, is a girlfriend guaranteed lost in the post? Is a guaranteed loss in the postseason. Well, hey, all it takes is a string of victories. The nice thing about football is you just got to hit that hot streak going in. And I've been watching football for a long time. I'm not going to make myself an expert, but I'll say it. You're an expert. Well, I've seen teams get on hot streaks in the playoffs who were I think these guys could win. And then they just go on a hot streak. The right guys get hot. Where it's different in like baseball, which is happening right now. You got 7 games.
Go Jays! Go Jays!
Actually, the game tomorrow, the Jays could win, and
they could.
If not, Saturday I'll be going to Majors.
To watch it.
Yeah, just to get nice and tipsy.
Yeah, it's Game 7.
Game 7. If it goes to that, I'm hoping that they're going to finish it tomorrow. But what's Forever DC? Oh yeah, we got okay.
There's some battling. I like it. You got some battling, stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot.
So what do we got here? Dallas Cowboys fact blast in the ass, and we got the offense. Are you talking about any of these yet?
No, I'll break. Do you want to do offense?
Yeah, here I'll get offense. Let me crack them first. We got them.
This fun. You get the fun stuff.
I love the fun stuff, baby. So this is the Dallas Cowboys offense right now. 384.1 yards a game, which is second in the NFL. They have 120.4 rush yards a game, which is 13th. That's a nice balance. Yeah, you got the top, and then you got a little bit better than average.
Yeah, and also for me, why I put the rush yards there is because just our history of maybe the last 2 years where it's been super lackluster. We had some great dudes, and in Dowdle was awesome, but overall, just the run game was very pathetic. And this, even it being 13th, it's more of like being able to rely on Williams and being like, okay, like,
you can lean into him if you need to. Yeah. Third in non-garbage time expected points added a play, which is 0.19, which that's nice because a lot of people say the Dallas Cowboys, they stat pat.
Yeah, stat pat.
What did I say?
Stat pat. Stat pat sounds like a dude who I know.
Say it's because I was thinking stack. What do they call them? Stat, or they do a play on it for Dak Prescott. Pad. I can't even think of it. So I don't know. It's something like that, and got me all
Pack Descott.
Yeah, it got me all fucking my brain crossed.
No, but you're absolutely right. I think I like this because it shows, hey, we are, when the game means something, the Cowboys are able to go down there and put points on the board. And this is after last week, by the way. This is all.
And then you got 47.9% success rate when trailing, which is 8th in the NFL. And 37.6% when leading, which is 24th.
Isn't that ugly?
So they have a tough time hanging on to a lead.
Yeah, well,
and that's strictly, I think, I know it's an offensive stat, but because they never have a lead for long, could that play into that?
Probably because the lead is like
diminished. Instead of having a lead for fucking a full quarter, you have a lead for 2 drives.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I wonder what the
it has a little bit of
for
like
sure.
Time would have an effect on it a bit.
But
when you have the lead, you need to put more fucking points. Like technically, if say I'm up 7-0. If my offense is going to keep scoring when I have the lead, I should never lose.
Exactly. Well, it's the success rate. So what it's showing is when the Cowboys are trailing, they have no problem making those big decisions plays where it's like, let's go for it.
They get more points.
When they're leading, they start to go, let's just punt or let's.
They do this. Their scoring is like this.
Yeah.
Where when they're down, their scoring's going up.
They're fine with making
which we've seen. It doesn't take an expert to know that when the Cowboys have been down in games, they've come back, and when they've been down by a touchdown or two, sans last week, they end up scoring.
But if they're up,
they just peter out.
When they're up, if it's the chance of going for it on 3rd and 4th, let's say, they'll do the easy thing and run it instead of trying to get the first down. And then they won't get the first down, so they'll punt it. If they're losing, we're going for it, and they get it because they have the fucking team to do so.
Yeah.
All right. Defense. We have the most pass touchdowns against with 20. We have a 5.1 sack rate. That's 25th ranked. So
it's hard to believe that there's worse teams at getting sacks.
There is. Believe it, kid.
It's tough.
And there's 54.9 late down opponent success rate. So
explain that to me.
So when it's the 3rd or 4th down and the team, if it's 3rd or 4th down, the team has better than a fucking coin flip they have a 55% chance of making that. It's the worst in the NFL. So 1st and 2nd down doesn't really matter. It's like if they get to 3rd and 8, they're probably, if they don't get it on the 3rd down, they're probably going to get it on the 4th down.
They're flipping a coin.
It's just
that's awful.
It's not the stat you want. I would rather have worse 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, and your 3rd down, and this be like 30%,
exactly,
or even like a high 30.
High 39, 40. Like
it's still better. At least
doing way better than 55.
At least they need sometimes 3 times to get a first down on 3rd down, not every second time.
And a fair thing is, for the most part, these success rates are 50. 50 is the lowest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like usually 50, 49, 48%. Like it's very close.
Right.
But that's terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
This is
just awful.
Yeah, way above that. So the Cowboys need to knuckle down on those late downs.
It's not even a coin flip. Like you're going to, if you do it 100 times, you're petering out on them scoring on you.
Exactly.
Or getting a first down.
Cardinals.
Here, we'll switch it here.
Yeah.
You do offense for the Cards.
Just real quick, 310.3 yards a game. That's 22nd, and 110.4 rush yards per game. That's 20th.
So nothing scary jumps out at you by the Cardinals offense.
Pretty average. 0.0 expected points added per play. Just put that in for reference,
Right.
And 0.0 just means like, well, you're not expecting points.
Right.
And a 41% success rate on offense just overall. And that's 26. So long story short, very weak offense, should perform better than average versus our...
Yeah. And this is the thing. It's like you're looking at this offense and it shouldn't do much. The only time that I think the Cowboys defense has done well against a team that sucked or like the offense wasn't very good was the Jets. That was the only game I've watched this year that has been fun.
Yeah.
I don't say fun in the regards of like not being happy. The games like against the Giants and against the Packers, that was just too stressful for me to be having fun.
Well, it's like
where against the Jets, they whooped them and it was fun for me to watch.
Look, it's why if I'm playing Madden, I'm on rookie mode or varsity because I want a little competition, but I also want to
I want to
be
dunk on
successful.
I want to dunk on you. All right, now we got the Arizona Cardinals defense for AJ's fact blast in the ass.
You'll get it.
I know. Fact blast in the ass. There we go. 335.7 yards against, and that's a game, which is 19th. Very average.
Yep.
Then they have 0.07 EPA with the pass, which is 20th, and minus 0.08 EPA for the rush, which is 9th. And then touch on it.
Just wanted to, they have a terrible, they have a very good rush game and not a very good pass defense. So it's going to be interesting to see very good top 10. I think it's very good.
That is good, yeah. Top 10 is very
So it's going to be interesting to see how Williams performs, but our pass game should, be how it is, I think, against these guys. But if they can shut down Williams, which is a complaint that we kind of had, was it last game or maybe the last 2 weeks where it's like, it was definitely last week with our boy Chima here. And
that was Doug.
Doug, sorry. Doug Dimbledore or
Doug Dingubob.
Yeah. But he was like, man, why are we abandoning the rush game?
Yeah.
And we just
tried throwing it. And actually, speaking of the rush game, and just for the Dallas Cowboys, they have the ex-Arizona Cardinals coordinator or offensive line guy. And the Cardinals, so it'll be interesting to see how that ends up playing out. But the last defensive stat that you have in your fact blast in the ass is 8.4 average opponent points in the first half, which is 6th, and 13.6 average opponent points in the second half, which is 23rd. So they get scored on quite a bit more, almost double in the second half, which is good. That plays out to what we want.
It plays out well for how the Cowboys can go, because if we're in a shootout going into the second half, okay, good. Things get weaker.
Yeah, we have a chance.
Okay, well, hang on. Oh, no, I got to do this. We got to do our...
Dallas Cowboys, 3 Krackens to victory.
Oops.
Sponsored by... Do you want me to get off this?
No. Stay on that.
Stay on it? Okay, some behind baseball? Okay,
there we go.
Behind baseball.
I want to just do this and get this back up.
Let's do it.
Boosh. And then I'm going to do this live, baby. Okay.
Hey! Bang! Come on, man. Bang! I'm not trying to get in there.
I have it on record.
What's that?
There's just from that clip that ad has. It's the guy beating him up, but there's the one clip that he has too, and he's like, I have it all on record.
Right. Yeah.
The Canadian guys golfing and getting into some shenanigans.
Well, these 3 Krackens to victory, from everything we chatted about.
Yeah.
If you have one, you can go, or I can go first. We're just gonna do what we think, our 3 keys to victory. Adam's not here, so we'll put in what we think Adam would say.
Yeah, we'll say
we'll let him come in and say his own. But
this is the thing. I hate to always repeat the same thing, but with this team, it almost is the same thing every week.
Yeah,
and it's simple. The offense needs to score points. And the defense needs to stop the other team from scoring every time. And as simple as that is, it's the truth to this team. This team is ran through the offense.
Yeah.
They aren't going to win, unfortunately, if they only score 24 points. This team needs to score 40 points to win a football game.
Yeah.
So my key to victory is, and as cliche and stupid as it is to score more points than the Cardinals.
You could go ahead and try to start to break down what does the offense need to do to score points, or what does the defense
Okay, well,
need?
here.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you're right. So for the offense to score, they can't, and I'm going to say this. This is a good question. That's a good way to break me down and give you something a little bit more kind of zeroed in. They can't be scared to go for it on fourth down in situations where your analytics might tell you that you should punt. There was a time in the game last week against Denver when the game was still close, and they were on their 5-yard line, their own 35-yard line, but it was 4th and short, and they elected to punt. They punted to the Broncos. 5 plays later, the Denver Broncos scored a touchdown. You have to be like, I trust my offense to win this game more than I trust my defense to save the game. There's going to be situations where you need to just put it in Dak Prescott's hands. If it's 4th and under 3, I think you almost have to go for it almost every time.
And you know what? This is fair because if analytics tells you, okay, on this play, you have a 60-40 chance, it's better for you to, 40-60 chance. 40 success, 60 no success chance. You're better to punt. But then you got to go like, well, wait a minute. We have Dak Prescott. We got George Pickens. We got Ferguson.
We have an advantage here over analytics.
Yeah. Did you shake down those results to show how Dak Prescott or someone of his caliber and all of these statistics equal? Because in that case, I might be saying, yeah, I bet Dak's in that 40% that makes it.
Hell yeah.
Right? So I totally agree. The analytics are there for a reason, and they're good, but you also have to do some fucking quick mind math. I would hope that they have that, but I wouldn't bet that's not necessarily something they always calculate. It's a hard calculation to make.
Yeah, well, because
you got to go with the vibe.
You got to go with the vibe, but it's like we were screaming at it. You guys were screaming at it live, or the fellas that were here were screaming at it live during the game. Don't punt because this defense is going to give up 7. And the Cowboys punted, and what do you know? The defense gave up 7. So you weren't losing anything by... The only thing you were losing was giving the offense the opportunity to stay within the game.
Yeah, I think I love it. Trust this offense that they can make those long and needed down, whatever it is, 3rd or 4th. Trust this offense that they can do that at the time that it's appropriate, where we need to push it and take the chance. Because I totally agree. I think that we can do it. We've got the caliber. Now, for me, what do we need to do? I mean, there's really, on defense, there's so much, so that's really tough to say. I like what you said about that they can't be scared to go for it. I think they just, if I can kind of piggyback on that a little.
Do it. Jump on my back, baby.
Cowboys can't take their foot off the pedal if they find themselves ahead.
Score. Try to score 100.
Act as if you are.
Almost like urgency. Like, don't lack urgency.
Don't lack urgency when you're ahead.
It needs to be every drive needs to result in a touchdown, or you have to have that feeling. And sometimes it's like the Cowboys don't seem to have that urgency. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we saw it. We saw it with the stats, even if, and that doesn't, we didn't need the stats to know that because we've seen
we've seen it here. Like, even the years that the Cowboys were finishing 12-5, it's like, sometimes it just seemed like they didn't have urgency.
Yeah, and unfortunately, usually we like to try to tag all sides of the football, offense, defense, and special teams. BW1 is not here, but it doesn't matter. I don't think there's anything that we can say for the defense to do besides
being
play
the
defense?
worst. Stop being a top 5 historically bad defense. Yeah. And I don't even know how you fix that at this point because we've chatted plenty of times. Is it the defensive coordinator or is it the players? I think it's just this really bad shit mix of both where they're both trapped in there together and they can't help each other to get out of it.
No, the one thing that could happen, and perhaps we are on the cusp of seeing it, is Shamar James comes into his own, moves into being, okay, this guy's NFL ready. As same with D-Easy. He gets a sack. He's had one already, I know. He's got really good pressure rate, but he needs to start making some of those matter in a game at the opportune time, right? A first down pressure, okay, great. But a third down pressure when you need it, that's what we're looking for.
In a one-score game?
In a one-score game, that's when we need it. So those types of things on the defense, that could be really helpful for the Cowboys. If these guys are going to be actually taking that step up, it could be very well that they just had a really good game, and now they're going to kind of go into the mediocrity of all Jags in the NFL. Again, not trying to say that is a bad thing, because a Jag in the NFL is a fucking soldier.
Is a win at life.
Yep.
So put for BWB1, crack me if you got him.
Yep.
Don't be literal dog shit at defense.
Love it.
Because I think we can all get on the backbone of that.
And I think those are significant keys to victory right here. Or crack'ems to victory.
Yeah, sponsored by Drip.
Yeah,
Hard seltzer. Only 89 calories in these. Comes in 4 flavors. Gets the buzz going and makes you feel skinny all at one time. How many things can do that in life? Not very many.
Not very many. Crack, cocaine, and drip.
Liquid meth.
Top 10 stories?
Yeah, let's get it. Bring it up. Bring up the top 10 stories with Eat Me Out, Eat Man. Eat me out, Eat Man. Eat me out, Eat Man.
Hey, he's still doing the damn song and dance, and we appreciate you, Nick Eatman. Is it Neckbeard Nick? Neckbeard Nick?
No, yeah, there is Neckbeard. There isn't. This isn't Neckbeard
This is
though.
not
Neckbeard
Neckbeard,
is. There's another guy for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, he's not doing what our boy Eatman's doing.
No,
so.
he isn't.
Back and forth. I guess that's how we do it, eh?
Yeah, we're gonna switch it. And do we like us here? I don't think there's anywhere else we.
No, put us where I like that there.
Middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're insignificant when it comes to.
That's good. All right.
Let's hang on, and I can pull out and make this a little better. There we
So
go.
what we do is we go through 5 storylines for the opposing team and then 5 storylines for our Dallas Cowboys. And of course, they are playing the Arizona Cardinals this Monday night, so that's who we're talking about.
All right, let's scroll down. You want to hit the first one?
Yeah, I'll hit it up.
Back and forth.
So close is what his header is for this first paragraph of text. The Cardinals are coming off a much-needed bye week. Head coach Josh Gannon said his team needed both a physical and mental break after suffering a 5-game losing streak, which followed a 2-0 start. The Cardinals entered the bye week at 2-5, but all 5 losses have been a combined 13 points. All 7 of Arizona's games have been decided by 7 points or less, including a pair of 1-point losses. So yeah, they're 2-6, which is 2-5, sorry, which is an awful record, but very small margins.
Yeah, a combined 13 points.
That's wild. With 2 1-point losses.
Yeah,
like those are close games.
Yeah, look,
and it actually puts perspective in it. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Who the fuck watches the Cardinals?
But you'd put
nobody.
But you put that on the Dallas Cowboys team. If I was looking at the Cowboys, I'd be like, yeah, like what is missing from the team to get that 1 point? 13 points. That's one. If you lose by 13 in one game, I still think that's close.
Yeah, totally it is.
Right? It's only a 2-score difference.
Yeah, so 13 into all fucking 5 losses.
Makes me a little more nervous.
It does make me a bit nervous. They're keeping these close games.
But
blow them out by 80. Fuck, man.
The thing is, I think the Cowboys could probably get that 13-point lead against the Cardinals. Whether or not they're going to hold it, that's another thing. Okay, let me get this next one. Kyler's return. The Cardinals are hoping quarterback Kyler Murray makes his return to the field this week. Murray suffered a foot injury, and has missed the last 2 starts. If he comes back, it'll be a return to AT&T Stadium and a venue the quarterback has never lost in, as you said. Going back to his legendary high school days at Allen High School, Murray is 2-0 against the Cowboys in Arlington and helped Allen win 3 state championships, playing several games at AT&T.
Which is like, I mean, besides it being a feel-good place for him, it's like, look, the guy would have won at any fucking stadium in high school. Yeah, he was that good.
The only number I care about is that 2-0.
Yeah, which it's still undefeated.
Still undefeated, and we play Cardinals so often. Why is that?
We don't, though, really.
I know we don't, but you saw the record.
Yeah, but
compared to the Broncos.
But at AT&T, though. at AT&T,
Oh,
right? So
I see.
like,
Okay.
yeah, sure, they play the Cowboys maybe every second year, but half those games are going to be in Arizona.
And maybe we just lucked
So,
out
like,
that
they-
the 2 years that they've played Murray have been in.
At AT&T.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So-
okay.
Yeah, but it says Murray is 2-0 against the Cowboys in Arlington. So it doesn't, maybe he's played, I couldn't tell you how many times he's played against Dallas. I think it is only 2 times.
That's what I mean.
But because
It just happened to be.
the last time they played it, Murray wasn't playing.
Oh, I see.
But they still beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That was last in 2023 when we thought we were going to beat Josh Dobbs and then the Cardinals, and they butt fucked us.
It's a little concerning for me that Kyler's going to be coming back. I always hate a player coming back and then because look, either he comes back and he's not 100% or he comes back and he's filled with piss and vinegar.
Expect the Cardinals to score 40 points. It'll make the game easier to watch if that's what you're expecting. I mean the first 2 blurbs aren't making me feel good. By the way,
No,
they're not feeling good.
If
about
we had
13
a little
points.
bit of a better defense, I'd be laughing.
Yeah, a little bit. So, is there a QB controversy? Is the next one. While Murray is certainly the high-profile quarterback on the roster, with the accolades of being the Heisman Trophy winner and the #1 overall pick, and most importantly, having a hefty price tag.
Yep.
But it doesn't sound like Cardinals Nation is 100% on board in keeping Murray as a starter over backup Jacoby Brissett, who has taken over the last 2 weeks and kept the Cardinals in these close games. Right now, no official decision has been made on Murray or Brissett as a starter. There's zero chance that Murray's not the starter.
If he's ready.
There might be like noise from fans. I hate to say it, 75% of people that watch the NFL are idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're all instant gratification. Okay, Jacoby Brissett has done well the last 2 games. Kyler Murray's been out. Let's keep Jacoby Brissett. No, it'll just never happen. It'd be the equivalent. It's like the equivalent of when Cooper Rush was in and was winning some games. And there was fans that legitimately wanted Cooper Rush over Dak Prescott. But there was no chance that was ever going to be what had happened.
You can see it in fantasy football when a player has done nothing all season and then he has one big game, 100 yards, and people are willing to like drop guys who are
It's insane.
Yeah.
The average person is dumb. Is that bad to say? To me, I think the average person is stupid.
I think the whole world works on an 80-20 rule where 80% of the people are not necessary and 20% of them are.
And let me reference or let me state this. I don't think I'm smart. I just don't think I'm stupid.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I in no situation do I think I'm brighter than most people, but doing what we like, doing the show and talking to fans on a bunch of different platforms.
Yeah, because we get brought through the ringer if we say something stupid. So like, you're on guard. I think
80-20. I like that.
Yeah,
80, and I feel the same. I feel 80-20 is a safe bet.
And sometimes I'm in the 20%, and sometimes I'm in the 80%, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. There's ebb and flow.
But not on this show. I'm fucking 20%er.
100% every time.
Roller coaster running back ride. While the Cardinals have had plenty of questions at quarterback this year, it's been a wild ride at running back too. Just recently, Arizona made a surprise move over the bye week in releasing Michael Carter.
The Eagles picked up.
Yeah, who had a combined 34 carries over the last 3 weeks. Arizona already lost starting running back James Conner for the season earlier this year, and Trey Benson was placed on injury reserve as well. The Cardinals' options at running back are Amari DiMercato, Bam Knight, and veteran D'Ernest Johnson.
Bam Knight, what a good name.
Great name. All of those names are pretty
good.
cool.
Those are solid names.
The fact that Murray, who has missed 2 games this year, is Arizona's leading rusher with 173 yards, tells the story of the Cardinals' running game.
Am I nervous that one of those 3 guys is going to have 100 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys? Yeah, I am. I'm nervous. I'm nervous that Amari, Bam, or D'Ernest are going to come in there and have an absolute career game against the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, welcome to AT&T Stadium where careers are made.
Run all over us. Just hand them the ball and let them dance.
Yeah. I will say, though, it's the most promising for the Cowboys defense. It's the most promising team that we're playing.
But it's on paper the easiest running back room we faced.
Yeah, but just watch
by far.
Like you said, watch Murray come in and run for 100 yards himself.
Or Bam Knight near there goes.
Or Bam Knight. Yeah.
Ready for breakout. This game features some of the best receivers in the game. While the Cowboys have one of the NFL's top duos in CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, the Cardinals have Marvin Harrison Jr., who has yet to have a monster game this year. Harrison, the son of Colts Hall of Fame wide receiver Marvin Harrison, senior, if you will, has yet to produce a 100-yard receiving game this year. But considering the Cowboys rank last in the NFL in pass defense, and this could be another Texas shootout, look for this game to be a good one for receivers on both sides to make big-ass plays.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting it.
It's a recipe for one of those running backs to break out and a recipe for Marvin Harrison Jr. to have his first 100-yard receiving.
Fuck, man. And I
put bets on that.
I honestly, if I was a betting man, which I am heavily, I just don't like betting on when against the Cowboys. It just takes the fun out of it for me. I've done it before where I've bet on the Cowboys to lose the game, just so it's like if they lose, I at least make money. But it doesn't feel good when it happens. I'm like, this doesn't even feel good to have the money.
You don't.
No, I'd honestly rather. I would have rather the Cowboys won and lost the money, right? So it just doesn't. It doesn't.
Hey, I'll pay for a win.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't make me feel any better. But if I was a betting guy, like prop betting guy or single player betting types, I would bet a parlay of 100 yards and 1 touchdown for Marvin Harrison, all day,
or whatever the over is.
Yeah, over. Say the over is 89.
Yeah,
I would bet that with 1 touchdown in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I just feel it. It's like the Tet McMillan. If we would have bet on Tet McMillan,
we called it.
He hadn't had a touchdown. If we would have just bet on him to have a touchdown, it would have paid out more than 2.
He got 2.
And he got 2.
All right, we're on to the Cowboys.
We made it. We made it to the good guys.
And these are quick hitters. Back and forth we go. The Cowboys are having the worst time stacking wins together as they again fall under 500 with the loss to the Denver Broncos, a place they have not won at since 1992. They haven't beat them. Maybe all games have been in Denver, but they still haven't beat them since then anyways. Or 93 it was. Maybe they beat them once in 93. This 20-point loss was one of the worst as the defense continued to struggle, but the offense had one of the worst games as well. And we accept that. The Cowboys look to get back to even with a 4-4-1 record heading into the bye. Exactly.
Crazy.
Let's get over the 500 hump. It starts with Cardinals.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to.
We have to get over that 500, man. It's insane.
I can't, again, not good at this. It was just scrolling through. I saw someone post the 8-8-1 season is coming. Yeah. And I was like, it's perfect. That's exactly what the Cowboys will do.
It feels like it is going to be an 8-8-1 season, a perfect 500 season. I remember when the league went to the 17 games, the running gag amongst Cowboys fans was at least we'll never have to watch another 500 season.
Hey.
Well, fucking careful what you say, because it's on the books, or it's right now, it's playing out to happen.
I will only laugh if it happens. I'll only laugh.
I'll laugh. I will laugh. It'll be fun. It'll be the first team to ever do it.
Yeah.
So there's that, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'd rather them be 8-8-1 than fucking 3. What would that be? 3. Do some math with me. 3-12-1, or 3-13-1. Is that good math?
Ton of losses.
Yeah. So I mean, it's still weird, but home base, maybe AT&T Stadium is exactly where the Cowboys need to be this week. Dallas is 2-0-1 at home, but more importantly, averaging over 40 points a game. It's the first time since 1973 the Cowboys have scored at least 40 in the first 3 home games. So they're cooking at home.
And they should.
They feel comfortable at home, and for whatever reason it is, they just put up points. Have the Cowboys beat a winning team this year? No, they haven't. They tied their best game. Yep. They tied the Green Bay Packers, but I don't like those stats where it's like, well, they haven't beat a winning team, or they've only lost. It's like you can only play who you're playing that week. They got the 2-5 Arizona Cardinals this week. Get at home, put up 40 points.
Or do we want to play the game where, okay, we'll take the Cowboys score and then see who they would have beat every week? Like, that's what I do with fantasy football sometimes. Like,
I do that.
I got 150. Who else? Okay, I was the third highest. Even though I lost,
you know what the best is? When you win in fantasy football, but you literally wouldn't have beat anybody else you played against.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the best wins. Yeah. But I also like the ones it's like, I literally would have fucking wiped everybody.
Every single person. Except for the guy I'm playing.
Yeah, those suck. When it's like you both have like 170 points and you lose and you're like, I literally would have beat everybody else in the league.
Except for
the dude that I played. Joker. Except for the dude I played this week. Fantasy football. She's a cold-hearted bitch.
She is. Help on the way? ? The Cowboys have been bit by the injury bug here lately. I think all teams are dealing with this.
Yeah, and again, we've never been anyone to bitch about Tremont about injuries.
I don't want to blame.
Everybody's injured.
Big one,
the fucking NFL, man.
The only one that I think is worthy is your quarterback going down.
That is the one, because that literally impacts every fucking play on offense. Anything other than that, fucking play me a little violin, because every team in the NFL has injuries. Every team has to adapt. Every team has some sort of weird concoction of guys.
This guy's out now, you got to bring in this no-name dude.
I mean, there is teams like you get like the San Francisco 49ers who are doing relatively well this year for the amount of injuries they had. You're like, whoa, that's strange. But the injury bug, that's why the team that wins the Super Bowl had the best depth and the best non-injuries, and that's just part of the NFL.
It's part a little bit of luck.
It is, yeah.
That's what it is. Last week, 4 safeties were down, and we've seen as many as 3 starting linemen out at once. Safety is still a mystery with Donovan Wilson and Wanway Thomas uncertain to return, and Malik Hooker remains on injury reserve. At the O-line, center Cooper Beebe has a shot to return this week from IR.
So when I was listening to Locked On Cowboys on the way over here, they said this week was going to be the first week that the Cowboys had first week in since maybe week 1 or week 2 that they've had all 5 starting linemen.
So that's heavily he's going to be back.
That's what they said today on Locked On Cowboys. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see.
My thing, we got the bye next week. I'm pretty happy with how O-line's playing. If this means BB is going to stunt his, like if 2 more weeks can make him 100% or, regular season NFL football 100%, or we're going to put him in at 80%, I would rather wait.
Yeah, just let him get filled up.
Don't fucking listen to me. I'm just saying, we have the bye next week.
It all comes down to, is he good? Like, is there, by him playing, is there a chance that he gets re-fucked up? But again, that's just what I was listening to on the way over here. And they said all 5 offensive linemen.
I love it.
Should be nice to see.
Yeah, and we need it. Because this is the game that you're feeling where it's like, yeah, we should win this game. Well, these are the ones that the Cowboys go in and do dog against.
Man, 3-5-1 fefeels like the season's done. Right? If it's 3-5-1? Like if they lose this week and go 3-5-1, that's tough to build out of.
If Cowboys go 3-5-1, I don't know that they have enough to beat the Commanders. I think the Commanders.
That's what I mean. 3-5-1. I think you just kiss the season goodbye.
Yeah, and it's not.
You need these next 2, man.
Yes.
You need this game against the Cardinals, and you sure as fuck need the win after the bye against
regardless of what
the
any
Raiders.
of the other teams do.
Regardless, like you need to win these games to stay relevant and stay in the fight.
Yeah, and these are the teams that you can do it against. So
this is one of the weirdest storylines that I've remember in recent Cowboys history.
And it happened. Sorry, we're talking about Trevon Diggs. It happened so
weirdly,
nonchalantly.
It's just
almost.
One morning. It's just like, oh yeah, Diggs isn't going to play. It was like a Friday.
He got a concussion, and then it was, now he's on IR.
Yeah, but it was like the first concussion when the news came out. It was like a couple days before a game.
Yeah, it was.
It was just like he's a concussion. He's not playing. I'm like, there's something fishy going on here. But the Diggs update, and this is the mystery continues. Not much is being said regarding cornerback Trevon Diggs, who was surprisingly put on injured reserve over the weekend. He had been out with a concussion, and then a knee injury issue popped up on their injury report. Diggs is on the IR, but could return before the Thanksgiving Day game, which we will be live at. The Cowboys have been non-committal if Diggs will return this year. But if healthy, and especially considering they'll face Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, and Justin Herbert in the final stretch of the season, having their best cover corners on the field should be a top priority, if healthy. And I got to argue a little bit about that. Like, he hasn't felt that good. Granted, he's better than better than Bridges. He's better than what we trotted on the field last week.
Right.
And of course, having Trevon Diggs on the field versus not having him is a win. But this situation just screams of something unresolvable that goes beyond football.
Yeah. It feels like last season for Diggs, which whatever. We are lucky that Deron Bland showed up and could take over that role potentially as being which I think he's playing that role just fine right now, to be quite honest, as best he can. But with Diggs, yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise. It feels like, did this start with the Micah trade because they seem to be such good buddies? And
butt buddies is what we call them in the industry. We call them butt buddies.
It's an industry term. You might understand it.
We don't get it. It's an industry term. They're butt buddies.
They're butt buddies. But you know what I mean? Like, did that come down to, and then also, though, it's the knee, too. So the concussion might have been the catalyst, but then if his knee's all janked up, again, let him sit for 2 weeks. Let's get him back for Vegas 100%. Again, regular season, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, that's like anywhere between 50 to
75.
75%, yeah. And
do you think he ever plays again for the Cowboys, though?
I do. I think he's coming back after the bye.
I like your optimism.
Because
I do like your optimism.
The concussion doesn't seem like it's the issue. It seems like, for me, it's the knee. I think the concussion or whatever happened at his house, which is like we're being told that it's a concussion. I'm just saying I think it probably more so would be the knee because a concussion is going to be resolved by now unless it's like, I mean, he should be in the hospital if it's anything worse, I think, right?
You'd hope.
But, like, I think it's more the knee. I really hope it's not, because I don't care. Diggs might be in a rough spot with the Cowboys front office, but he's got to be smart. He's in no position to go out and get any sort of great contract with people looking at his recency.
No,
you know?
The NFL's a recency beast. And
so he needs to come back, play some games, get some good stats under his belt, and then he can go and get cut and look for a team.
Yeah, because right now there's zero chance that wherever he plays next year is even close to the contract he's on right now.
Or he comes back, plays really well, and Cowboys try to make amends. Like I'm not against,
which I'm fine with that.
I'm not against Diggs being on the team. I don't want. If a player doesn't want to play for the Cowboys,
fucking pack it up.
Let's ship them because that's just like, I don't care how good they are. It's just going to be bad news for the locker room. It's going to be bad news on the field too. You're going to get fucking, and it's something the Cowboys don't need. But if Diggs like just doesn't want to play for the Cowboys, then at least come and show people what you're worth and go get your money, you know, when you get cut.
We got Bot G Eric in the house, baby. Boots.
Like, subscribe, and share. Let's do it. If you're in here, just like. I mean, we're just hanging out, couple of chums.
Bot G fucking covering the World Series in the Jays.
Oh, yeah, dog.
In the Jays clubhouse. Mucking it up. So fucking sweet, man.
Bot G, I want you to keep the shirt. I'm going to need a good sniff of it.
Yeah, we need a sniff. Don't wash anything.
Don't wash it.
This one's for Boots. Crack him if you got him. Boots, another man that's going to be there with us in Vegas. Can't wait to see you, brother. A couple weeks away for the boys to be back together. Can't wait. It's gonna be good.
I want a nice 6 a.m. sesh with you. We stay up till 6 a.m.
I don't think I have that in me.
I don't think I do.
I think I hit like
maybe in Vegas.
We
stop at a casino, sniff some of that oxygen.
Oxygen, yeah, just oxygen. But I say no. I do not want to stay up the Sunday before the game.
No.
This is what happened.
Gotta prep.
We met up with Boots in San Francisco the night before the San Francisco Monday nighter, and I was probably one of the most hungover I've been.
Because we stayed up.
I don't even know if we stayed up. I think
but who was there at 6 a.m. to pick us up? Bot G.
Yeah, so I just think like if we're gonna have a late night, let me have it on the game.
I think
the night
it's game
after.
night.
Yeah, game night. The Monday night. The Monday night is I'd rather have
win or lose.
Luckily, if we have a late Sunday night, at least the game is on a Monday, so it's like we can kind of lick our wounds Monday during the day. But you're in Vegas. You're in Vegas.
Vegas. Vegas, baby. I'm prepared for it. Okay. Final thing on this top 10, and then we're gonna hit up the what do we do? Rankings. Rushing to 125. When the Cowboys run the ball well, they win. Simple as that, it seems. And Canfin has been tooting the get the rush game going, even if it's not successful horn.
You have to.
Since we're our inception. The Cowboys were stuffed by the Broncos, who limited them to just 108 yards. 2 weeks ago in Carolina, the Panthers held the Cowboys to just 131 yards, which seems like a reasonable amount. But in the 3 wins for the Cowboys, they ran for 135, 180, and 152. So it seems like there's a little bit of a 130 threshold there.
Yeah, you want under that.
The main point, though, is the most they've rushed for a losing effort is 121. So it seems Javonte Williams in the offense needs to get that 125 mark or more for another successful night. So feed Williams the ball. Let's not go away from that.
Well,
And
you
then
said that
everyone else pick
130
up
threshold on kind of both sides of the ball,
Yeah. Exactly.
which is good to see.
We stop 130 and then
and
we
get
get 130.
So, and we got the World's Team podcast up in here. Hell
What's
yeah,
up?
because it's not only just the America's team, it's the World's Team, and they said, at least we got Thanksgiving and we can drown our sorrows, lads.
Oh yeah,
So we got Paul up in chat, and we're going to be meeting up with him at Thanksgiving, and oh, hell yeah.
Hey,
some drinks are going to be drank.
I hope we get ourselves into another little special exclusive party where we kind of like find our way in and then eat all that turkey.
So
that was delicious.
ad can get crunk?
Yeah.
Hype ad?
Get ad hype. That's the best ad
Hype
that we
ad?
know.
Yeah, hype ad's good.
All right, now we got to do power rankings, guys.
Let me hop out of there. Where are you pulling up power rankings? Man, this season, AJ's pulling up the power rankings. This season's been weird, and I can't say if it's what I expected or didn't expect. It just feels like one of those in-between seasons where you were hoping they were going to be good and you were hoping they weren't going to be bad, and we're just kind of literally flirting with 500.
Yeah.
Which I think is just going to be the tail of the tape for the rest of the season.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I kind of got what I wished for, that I was like, well, if we're going to have a bad team, just at least give me a good offense. And
Dude, how many times did we
when
say
it
it?
really extreme.
How many times did we say it? We don't care if we lose. Let's just the games be exciting. And a lot of the games have been extremely exciting.
You know, for the most part, we've had exciting moments in each game.
Yeah. The only two games that have kind of been non starters last week against Denver and then Chicago, those were kind of like
Nothing got going.
No, nothing got going. So let's get back on track here.
Back on track. All right, we got Eric Edholm.
Cockholm?
Still not updated his photo. But
Do we even know if that's him?
It could be AI.
Oh, no! They gave us a little teaser. Edholm gave us a little teaser in the...
Oh, we got... Well, I'm kind of happy that we did make the title.
We did make the title, because now at least we have a floor, right? We know, or a ceiling, I should say.
So we're 21 or down.
Yeah, 21 or down. 21's the ceiling.
Title is NFL Power Rankings Week 9. Packers, Eagles inch closer to number 1. Cowboys drop from top 20. Do you remember what we were?
19, I think.
Okay.
I think Ad called it.
That makes sense.
I
Okay.
think they were 19 last week, and we were all excited. We were like, man, we're getting up there. But at home giveth, at home taketh away. So we got to guess. Paul in the chat from the World's Team says he's saying 26th. I'm just going to lead out AJ. I'm going to say 20. I'm going to say 24.
Okay, Ant. 24.
Which I feel like it might be even too high.
I'm going to go, he said 25th? Oh, he said 26th. Okay, I'll go 25th.
And then R2J2 is saying he thinks 22nd.
Okay.
So we got some 20s.
Let's hope not lower than what anyone guessed. Not that it matters.
Not that it matters, because we know Cockholm is, he doesn't really like us. Although last week was his best blurb. It was his first time that he wrote, and maybe that was the issue. It was the first time that Edholm was actually on our side. So let's check it out. Who do we got?
All right, well, we start here with the Detroit Lions, 5-2. No change.
No, they look good. The Lions killed it last week. They played quite well, and we have them coming up on the Cowboys schedule in a few weeks.
We're ready for you.
We're ready for you. And
we see those 2 losses.
Yeah, we see them. We're going to bring it at you. Finally, the Indianapolis Colts, 7-1. They just keep winning, man. I just for the longest time, Edholm had them barely cracking the top 10.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks they've been here, but
they deserve it. They're 7-1. At some point, your record is who you are. Yeah, you have to get past. Oh, well, it's the Colts. They're just winning. They're 7-1.
They've got the hottest running back in the game,
absolutely stud,
Jonathan Taylor, and then Daniel Jones. He has just had a look. Who was it that said leave? I don't know. There's probably been 100 memes on this, but it's like, hey, if you want to resurrect your career, get out of
leave New York.
New York. It sucks because New York and look, Jackson Dart may be the guy who changes that trend, but it seems.
But for whatever it was, the New York Giants and Daniel Jones were not a good pair, and he's found new life, and I love it. I love to see a guy that sucked in the NFC East completely leave the conference and flourish. Like, I love that story.
This is I either want to see a guy.
It's such a good day for New York.
I either want to see a guy come in, and whether he's a top draft pick or a low draft pick, when he gets the chance, he gets going, and it's like, oh, this guy's a fucking another. We can add him to the roster of quality NFL quarterbacks. We need more of them. And then there's also the story of the guy who comes in. Sam Bradford is or not. Not Sam Bradford.
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
I swear to you.
I know. I always say it.
Hey, you look at me, and
Bradford.
Diane Johnson's a saint, but listen to me, you son of a bitch. If you call Sam fucking Darnold Sam Bradford one more fucking time,
I won't do it.
You're getting this.
The ham hock?
You're getting the fucking the
You're
ham
getting your
hock.
Tom Jones?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
I love a guy who comes in and everyone writes him off, and then he goes to another team, and it's like, oh, this is what a quarterback. Because look, even the analysts were calling for Daniel Jones. Even the guys who were supposed to be listening to as professionals.
This was a non-signing.
Yeah.
Think Daniel Jones went to the Colts. Anthony Richardson was supposed to be their starter. Yeah. Daniel Jones beat out Anthony Richardson for the starting spot.
And
he was supposed to be the backup.
He's not looked back.
He has not looked back. They're 7-1, fucking balling out, man, and Colts fans are loving it.
Then you got the Chiefs 5-3 at third, whatever.
Looked like shit for a bit, but they're starting to kind of own their spot on the power rankings again. Like for a while, they were always high on the power rankings, and they didn't look great. But the Chiefs are starting to look a lot better.
You got Patty Mahomes on your roster, you're always going to be scary.
Yeah, and he's starting to play like he needs to.
Yeah. Green Bay Packers, weird logo, but okay.
Yeah, I've noticed this. Edholm will use like old school logos occasionally. So last week he had it for the Eagles. I guess now they have the weird ass Green Bay Packers one.
Yeah. They're number 4.
5-1-1 looked good last week.
There you go. Eagles 6-2 at 5. They moved up one spot.
The NFC is just loaded right now, man.
It is.
It really is.
It's not a good time to have a shitty defense.
It's not. The NFC is just the NFC looks like it's tough this year.
Yeah. Seattle Seahawks 5-2. They dropped 2. Still, I'd be worried if the Cowboys played the Seahawks. They're a good team.
Good defense, very good defense. Yeah. And Darnold, like you said, Darnold's been doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at it. It's just NFC team after NFC team. It's wild.
LA Rams at 7, no change, 5-2.
Yeah, they were just on the bye week, but Sam,
the team. You got Puka Nacua,
yeah,
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford's going to do his thing every time.
I mean, realistically, the LA Rams might be the most equivalent team to the Dallas Cowboys in the NFL. Like, if you were going to compare.
If, like, one was good and one was bad.
Well, I'm totally just looking at offense. When you look at Stafford,
offense.
Puka, yeah. And then it would be nice. Oh, could we switch defenses?
Yeah, can we get your defense for a few games?
Tampa Bay, ranked 8. That would be a fun trade if you could trade defenses just for like the season, and then everyone had to revert back.
Look how many fucking NFC teams are in the top 10, man. Every
Tampa
team
Bay.
that we look at is an NFC team.
The 6-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Is the only AFC team that we've seen in the top 10 the Colts?
It is. Rams, Hawks, Eagles.
Oh, no, Chiefs also.
Chiefs, right. Okay.
So right now we're at 8, and there's 2 AFC teams in the top 8.
Well, let's go 9. Bills.
3 AFC teams.
Bills, and let's just go to the top 10 Broncos.
Okay, 4 who just smoked us. So you got 4 and 6.
But
okay.
top 5, top 6.
Yeah.
Is 4 of them.
Do you believe in the Broncos now, AJ, after that ass kicking they handed Dallas on Sunday?
The problem is the Cowboys defense is so weak. I need to see Nix and Harvey kind of repeat this.
Go play the Colts and
play the Colts and do it again. And have a good game. Even if they lose, as a Broncos fan, I just want to see Nix and Harvey show that they can do it again.
Right.
And I'd be pretty excited as a Broncos fan. The fact that they're 6-2 with those two guys, that's pretty amazing.
It is. Yeah.
That shows a lot about the defense.
Yeah, they're starting to. Sean Payton's starting to get those guys rolling together.
I don't want to see the Broncos start to get hot now leading into the season because that's just another team. Even the Broncos are AFC, right?
Correct. Yeah.
It's still just another team of like they're putting it together with 2 draft picks and a solid defense. Like it just rubs me the wrong way when I think
it's how a team should go through growing, and you're right. It's how it should be.
Patriots just a resurgence with their 6-2 season, staying at 11.
Finally found their quarterback.
Drake May. He's a good guy.
I mean, they had him last year, obviously, but he's really coming into his own this season.
Every season, you want that QB to get better. It's really tough when you see guys like who's the Panthers QB?
Bryce
Young, who's like, he's good enough to be in the NFL, but is he the first round pick that you drafted?
Yeah, not yeah. I know what you're saying.
Chargers here next, up 5-12, 5-3 record. That's after they beat the Vikings. San Francisco down 1-13 at 5-3.
Yeah, they lost, and that's a team that we saw. If we want a chance to sneak into the wild card, we kind of need the tale of the two teams. With San Francisco, you guys after the game on Sunday kind of opened up the San Francisco 49ers schedule and the Dallas Cowboys schedule, and kind of went week by week to see if there's a chance. And, I mean, in the hopium verse that we're living in, of course there is. But it's going to play out, and we'll see if the Cowboys have a chance to make that wild card.
Yeah, it's got victories matter. Victories matter.
They matter tenfold, baby.
Pittsburgh Steelers are down 1-14 with a 4-3 record. Steelers
just got smoked by Green Bay on Monday night. Was it Monday night? Yeah, I think it was. They played Monday night.
Thing with the Steelers is I think that they have a super high ceiling of potential, and then it's just a matter of beating the team that you're playing. It's not like they're coming in and being like, they scraped out a win here, scraped out a win there. Like I think the Steelers are a formidable team.
Oh yeah, and they're in the top 50% right now, according to Ed Home.
At home. Who's he got above us? Jacksonville Jaguars at 4-3.
Just a team that I just have a hard time even paying attention to. Jacksonville. I always have. It's just, I don't know if it's because they're so far away from us geographically, but it's just, I just don't care. Just don't care.
Just don't care.
Is that bad? I don't know.
They're just one of the teams that don't do anything.
They don't tickle my fancy.
They don't tickle your fancy.
Like there's teams in the AFC, like the Steelers. If the Steelers are playing on Monday night, I'm going to watch that game. If Jacksonville's playing someone on Monday night, it just doesn't have the same allure or any of the same kind of...
You'll turn it on because it's the game.
It's the NFL. Of course I'll have it on, but it's just like I don't give a fuck.
I think it's just they don't really affect... They haven't affected the Cowboys for so long, and they're not going to really. So
yeah,
they're not an exciting team to watch.
Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me.
Houston Texans, the 3-4 team. Oof.
Yeah, then Ed Home has a thing for these guys.
Up 5.
We've said it every year, or every week. Sorry, that they won a game and they're up 5. I don't know.
At 3-4, yeah. Let's see what they got. That
like the Bears should be ahead of them.
I think so too. The Bears, I think, are a much more hotter play with how the team's going, and Caleb Williams, I think, is just a playing better at quarterback.
I'm telling you, Ed Home has a thing for the Texans. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but he's got a big old rubbery one for him.
So the 4-3 Bears were down 3-17. The Commanders at 3-5 are down 2-18.
Another weird spot.
Baltimore Ravens up 4 at 2-5.
So
it's because they got Lamar Jackson.
So, but hear me out here. So we just saw 3 teams in the last 4 spots that are ahead of the Dallas Cowboys that have worse records than the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, so
I need an
2-5 Baltimore Ravens.
That's what I mean. So I need an explanation.
Oh, I see.
For what the reasoning that is. Do records not matter? Do records not matter?
It's
the Cowboys just beat the Commanders. Why are the Commanders ahead of the Dallas Cowboys? They just got smoked. They've lost their last 2 games. How are the Commanders ahead of the Dallas Cowboys? Well, I just don't understand the process of his points.
Oh, you see, Jaden Daniels wasn't playing, and so yeah.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
It's wild. In my opinion, to have a 2-5 team, even though they're the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson,
ahead of a 3-4-1 team makes no sense. Makes no sense.
I can understand, like, you want them to be better, but are you afraid of playing the Baltimore Ravens?
Actually, the Ravens are playing right now. Let me see the score of that game real quick.
Yeah, give a quick.
While we're on the Ravens talk here. Ravens are up 14-3
against
the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, fuck, one of the most
one of the shittiest teams.
I mean, the only defense I'd be more ashamed to have would be the Dolphins.
Lamar Jackson is back in his first game and has 2 touchdown passes already.
Okay, well, maybe that's what he's hinting at, but still.
I don't like it. You are what your record is, man.
You are what your record is, and that's got to play more than into like, oh, well, Jackson's back, so now you're a top 20 team.
Yeah.
Which ain't saying much. Falcons down 2-20 at 3-4.
Another worse record than the Cowboys.
Yeah. Here we go. Panthers finally.
Team that's better. Okay, what were our picks?
24th for 25th? You, 25th,
okay.
and then
Paul said 26,
Paul said 26,
and R2J2 said 22nd.
Okay, well, let's see if R2J2 is correct.
Oh,
yeah! There he goes.
Okay.
He must have looked.
You son of a bitch.
All right, well,
wow, and this is a big blurb of text here.
First of all, surprised they only dropped the Cowboys 2 spots.
Okay.
For that, just considering how bad the game was and how we've seen.
It felt like they could have dropped 5.
He just like puts pressure on the boys, and I'm okay with that. Like pressure makes diamonds. But anyways, Dallas Cowboys 3-4-1, ranked 22, down 2.
Look at this fucking blurb.
Do you want to hit it or do you want me to?
You go.
Okay.
My voice is feeling a little raspy.
The Cowboys came out trying to play man defense against the Broncos, and it resulted in an interception. We saw that, followed by 4 touchdowns in the next 5 possessions. Ooh.
That's awful.
Yeah, they were down 3 important members of the secondary, rolled the dice, and it bit them. That was tough, but seeing the offense fail to rise up to the challenge against Denver's defense was disappointing and revealing. The Cowboys have lacked the same juice on the road that they've shown at home, and this was just as tough a game as the Week 3 loss to the Bears. Dak Prescott probably had his worst outing of the season. Now he mentions Dak Prescott.
Son of a bitch.
Not taking enough advantage of Patrick Surtain, 2 missing the second half, which was true.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. When Surtain was out, it's like, okay, air it fucking out now.
Whoever.
I don't give a fuck who their third corner is that's playing in for Surtain. Attack them.
Attack.
Every fucking ball, man.
Welcome to the NFL.
Welcome to the NFL. Let's go.
Dallas could have won back-to-back games, but left looking like a team that can't count on its offense bailing out the defense on a weekly basis. Well, let's be fair.
Like, easy there, dude.
If we're on a ship, a little boat, and there's a, I don't know, foot-wide hole, and I'm bailing, and you get mad at me because I'm not able
bailing
to
your side?
Well, it's like,
I'm gonna throw you over.
I got a huge ass hole here. Like, what the can I do? Mind you, we touched on that, and I think I get what he's trying to say.
He's saying that
in general.
Yeah, you know what he's saying in general, but it's a little tongue in cheek.
It's a little tongue in cheek. It's like, yeah. Well, what? So the Dallas Cowboys defense can't score 40 points every week? It's like, yeah, man. I don't know.
What offense can?
What offense can? Like, if the Cowboys score 30, our mantra.
Not to mention the Denver defense is a very good defense.
It is.
They're no schlubs. They're front seven, very formidable, and then they have one of the best duo cornerbacks in the NFL.
And he did play for half the game.
He didn't, which I get it, but
this is what I say, and I'm sticking to it. The race to 30 continues.
It is the race to 30.
If the Cowboys get to 30 points before the other team, they will win the game.
They will win the game. I think that's kind of the.
It shows a lot because if you get to 30 points,
it's the season take, and it's been proven right every time.
Yeah,
the team that hits 30 first
against the Dallas Cowboys
wins.
Is going to win.
So I think that's a good mantra. All
right, well let's do our boldies
and score predictions.
Boldies and scores. All right. Well, I'm going to lead off score.
Okay, good.
If I can.
Yeah, you lead out. I think I'm going to be more conservative this week.
And it's nice because there's only 2 of us, so we get our kind of pick of our boldies.
Yeah.
Because when there's three of us, I always feel like you guys.
Yeah.
If I'm last, I'm missing out on
someone
one of my
might
choices.
someone might snipe you on something.
Snipe you, and then I gotta think. Ugh.
And no one likes thinking.
Okay, so I think the Cowboys are gonna come out here. I believe the Cardinals will score 21 points. But then I gotta get there's the field goal. There's always the field goal.
Maybe not though.
I don't think they're gonna. Yeah,
go with that first instinct, man. 21. You got to go with your first think.
Okay.
21. I'm a firm believer that whatever your first thought was for that first number, you got to go with that. It's intuition.
Better than
double downing.
My only
your
thing
brain
is,
told you 7. Your brain told you 3 touchdowns.
Exactly, and I'm gonna keep it. But I would also accept for myself 17 or 24. Just adding a field goal.
Do them in brackets then.
Okay.
Do it in brackets. I'm okay with that.
And I just want to keep that memory.
Yeah, just because you also thought that.
And the Cowboys, I think they're going to score. I think they got 4 touchdowns.
It's 28.
So 28, and then 9 points in kicks. So that's 37, right?
That's 37.
That's what my score is.
37-21.
I'm going big. Let's go. We're bouncing back, baby.
Well, and that sticks to what we were just preaching, the race to 30, because you got 37-21. I feel like if we preach that, like, our floor for Dallas has to be 30 points, right?
It's got to be.
It's got to be. We can't preach race to 30 and then not give them 30 points. So 37's good. I do like the 37. 4 touchdowns seems good. I'm gonna boost it up a little bit. I'm going to go 5 touchdowns, one field goal. So very close to you.
Okay.
38 for the Dallas Cowboys, our Dallas Cowboys, we them boys. And then the Cardinals against this defense, I'm expecting them to have a big fucking game, man. As much as I hate, I'm just
if Kyler Murray comes back and he's hot to trot in
34 yeah, 34 is the number that is screaming in my brain. And what's that? 4 touchdowns, 2 field goals. That's kind of the number I'm thinking is 38, 34.
But you do probably believe the Cowboys hit 31st.
They have to. For
race to 30.
To race to 30, we have to hit that 31st. Yeah. Not 31st, 30.
The 30th point mark first. Well, either way, we got a high-scoring game for the Cowboys.
Both games are fun. Both games are fun. Yours, I want your score more, AJ. 37-21, I can chill, have a couple drinks on Monday night.
We're up. We're just
having fun, joking around. 38-34, I'm stress casing.
Oh.
I'm having a stressful night.
We got to bring in some cookies for some stress eating.
My score prediction is a stressful night. Your score prediction is a fun game.
Boldies.
Okay, I went Dak Prescott so many times, and I just have to get away from it, unfortunately. And I've went offense so much, but the defense has been the problem. I think
it's hard to. What are you going to call on defense? You know what I mean? Like
5 sacks.
Whoa!
Cowboys are going to have 5 sacks. 5 sacks with 1 player. Okay, no, I'll say 5 sacks. D-Easy gets 2 of them.
Okay.
Our boy Ezraku gets 2 of the 5 sacks. As I said it, I didn't feel very good about it.
It's a lot, but I feel like
Kyler Murray's going to be scrambling.
That's what I feel.
They're going to get options. They're going to get chances.
There's no run game.
So the Cowboys just need to. They got to take it to that little guy.
Yeah, okay. I like it. And you know what? It's a bold prediction. It's got to be bold.
Yeah, I had to say 5.
We're not just saying, 2 sacks.
I had to, and even when I said 5 sacks, I was like, that's not bold enough. That's why I had to give my boy Easy.
You parlay it.
I had to give my boy Easy E 2 of them.
Okay, well, I'm going to fill the Dak void here. I'm going to call a comeback game. I'm going 450 yards for Dak Prescott.
Wowzers.
DP4, if I can call him that.
DP4 450.
DP4 450.
Jeepers, that's a nice game.
There's a touchdown to Lamb.
Oh, and you're gonna parlay it with the guys.
And there's a touchdown to GP.
Okay.
And there's a touchdown.
All passing? Touchdowns?
All passing.
Okay.
1 to Lamb, 1 to GP, and 1 to Ferguson.
I had a feeling you were gonna go Fergie, because he had 0. I think he had 0 touches last week.
Exactly. Now look,
we need a bounce back game from Ferg.
In a nutshell, it might not seem so bold, but that hasn't happened in a game this season where all three of those guys get touchdowns and Dak has a 450-plus game. I don't know that 450 he's had this season.
I don't think he has. 450 is a lot.
Okay, let me just go 395.
Yeah, I think 390. I like 395 better.
Yeah, it's more reasonable.
It's reasonable, but it's still bold.
Still bold.
I think once you get in the 400s is tough.
It is. But I feel like if he's going to have 3 touchdowns, one to Lamb, one to GB, one to Ferguson, I feel like he's moving the ball. Because
395 is nice.
Dak is more of a 250 to 300.
And that's where we want him. That's actually where we want him.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if he's throwing 395 and up, it's because it's a shootout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
hey,
like
that might
go better with my score than yours.
Well, I'm just covering both sides of the ball.
I like it.
I mean?
All right. Well, you know what, man? We kind of at the start of the season, we had a lot of bravado and we've kind of wilted a little bit, but we didn't wilt enough away that I'm not going to call out Arizona Cardinals fans.
Hell no.
You got this little guy in Kyler Murray who's walking around looking kind of weird. If I'm going to be honest,
guy.
He's a weird looking as far as NFL quarterbacks look. He looks a little weird, tries to have fashion, doesn't really have it going on.
Kind of like a Barbie doll.
Kind of like a Barbie doll that we would punt across the living room if we could. But he has never lost at AT&T Stadium.
I know.
That stops this weekend. Or sorry, it's not the weekend. That stops Monday. That stops after the weekend on Monday night.
Yep.
This is finally Kyler Murray's time to feel like he is a complete
take an L,
pathetic loser.
Yeah.
Welcome to AT&T Stadium, Kyler Murray. You're about to get that L.
This is Dak's house.
You've been winning there since you were just a little pup. You're about to get put in your place.
Absolutely.
And anybody that I see walking around this weekend leading up to the game, or even on Monday, I hope I see somebody on Monday walking around with one of those cute little jerseys. No, I don't even know what number he is. Number one, I believe. Anyone that I see wearing a Kyler Murray number 1 jersey, I'm going to look them in their stupid faces and I'm going to tell them to go themselves!
We'll see y'all Monday night.
Monday night. Large and in charge. The World's Team Podcast. Hobbit Murray. Agreed. Completely agree.